If you want to be successful at anything, you have to be extremely persistent. Damn, it's hard to believe the show's coming up so soon. 4 more days and it's over. Welcome back to another video. It is peak week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So 4 days until show day. Peak week back workout right here. And generally during peak week, you train hard, but you're not training as intense as you normally would. But you know, 4 days, I'm still gonna go pretty damn hard today. And then probably like Thursday workout, take it a little bit easier. But I'm just gonna play it by ear. We did have a bit more carbs today, so feeling decent. It's been a rough couple weeks, but now we're starting to load up for the show, just very slowly. A little bit more life in me today, thank God. So we're gonna hit this back workout right here. I'm gonna be starting off with this machine. I know every back workout, it seems like I'm starting off with a different exercise. And the reason being is because that other machine that I was doing before, as you can see, someone's on it. Way down there. Someone's always on that machine, so I didn't want to wait, but I still wanted to do a neutral grip pull down. I've been sleeping on this exercise. This one's been here for a while. I don't know why I never did it, but it might be my favorite. I say that all the time. I probably sound like a broken record, but this one hits so insanely well. I think this is going to be my new staple movement. Whether I'm bulking, off season, this thing just hits so smooth. I couldn't believe it. So the last couple weeks, this is all I've been doing, at least for my first exercise. So again, the key with this, keep your elbows in front of you. We're going to target lats here. I've already done a few warm-up sets, so I'm good to go. Oh. 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 The isolation you can feel in your lat, like my lat already feels blown up. But for this, again, keep your elbow in front of you and drive it down. This, don't pull backwards into you. And it's gonna make a world of difference in how much you actually stimulate your lat. Because so many people struggle to grow their lats and they butcher their exercises. At least their lat focused exercises. Find those 1 or 2 movements that hit your lats really well. That's what I've been doing for like the last year and a half, almost exclusively starting with a neutral grip lat pull down versus a Y grip. And I've seen great growth in my lats. So I'm gonna continue on. The only issue I'm kind of worried about with this exercise is I'm deep in my cut. I'm like 4 days out and I've already almost maxed it out. So I'm worried once I'm bulking and, you know, peak off season, strength is through the roof. It might be too light, but we'll cross that bridge once we get there. One of the most important things when you're trying to develop a muscle is your exercise selection. One of the most important things when you're trying to bring up a muscle is your exercise selection, because those first 1 or 2 exercises of the workout are going to be the most stimulative. So always for me, I want to grow my lats. I almost exclusively start off with some sort of lat focused exercise. Now, as you go through the workout, the sets, the exercises become less stimulative. So you want to program in other exercises that target other areas that you want to bring up, maybe that are strong points on your physique. So for me, I always start out with lats, and then I do an upper back, and then I do lats, and then upper back. Now, with that being said, exercise execution is equally important, because you could start off with a lat exercise, but if you're butchering it and you're not really hitting your lats properly anyways, it's kind of useless. So you have to make sure you're executing the exercises to the best that it can be done to actually stimulate that muscle to maximize growth as well. So always focus exercise selection and then exercise execution. You need those 2 things dialed in if you really want to bring up a muscle or grow a muscle. I'm still training back, but now I'm switching from lats to upper. So I always like to do at least 1 warm-up set just to get a feel for it before I jump into these working sets. Ooh. 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 Okay, so that was pretty heavy. This is pretty much the weight I was doing in my off season. I'm really trying hard to maintain that strength, at least for one set. That was barely 8 reps, so I'm gonna drop it for this next set by 10 to 20 pounds per side. But I'm really fighting my hardest to maintain this strength. Just because you've been dieting for months doesn't mean you take your foot off the gas. You really have to fight like hell to keep your strength. We did the neutral grip lat pull down. That's high to low. Then we did the upper back. Now we're gonna be doing a horizontal row here. It's still neutral grip. It's gonna target more of that upper lat. The first exercise, the neutral grip, is gonna be a little bit more lower lat. Obviously, when I'm saying upper and lower lat, your whole lat's gonna be working. We're just biasing different parts. So when you're doing a horizontal row like this, it's gonna be a little bit more upper lat versus when you're pulling down, it's gonna be a bit more lower lat. So since we already biased the lower lat, now we're gonna do this horizontal row, neutral grip to bias the upper lat. And that's how you can kind of structure your workouts, and whether it's chest, back, legs, whatever, bias different parts of that muscle. What's really cool about this machine too in particular, you can actually change the strength curve based off where you put it on these poles here. I pretty much just have it in the middle, so it's constant tension throughout, and then just a little bit more, 20 pounds more in the stretch position. So it's gonna be a little bit harder in the stretch and get slightly easier as I pull in. So something I focus on when I'm doing any type of neutral grip pull, I'm not just trying to pull back like this. I'm thinking about dragging my elbow down, almost like pulling it on the floor, if that makes sense. So I don't wanna just pull back like this. I wanna think about pulling my elbow down and back into my lat. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more back. And actually lied, it's not just a straight back workout. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of delts. Peak week, the workouts are not normal. Like, they're not how I would normally set up my split. So today is gonna be back and delts. Tomorrow's gonna be chest and arms. And then Thursday is the last workout, because you always take the day off before the show, you don't train. So that's gonna basically just be an upper body workout. Chest, a little bit more arms, a little bit more delts and back. Probably mainly back delts with the sprinkle of chest. I don't know, the last muscle group, I can't even think right now. Bear with me. But that last muscle group too. So it's gonna be a whole upper body day. I'm so tired. Can't wait to sleep again. I think I've been averaging 3 to 5 hours per night for the last like 6 weeks at least. As soon as the trend was added, I used to wake up at 8, a week later I'm up at 7, a week later I'm up at 6, a week later I'm up at 5. And then every week I would get up about an hour earlier until I pretty much max out at 5 hours of sleep per night. It was good at first for productivity because I still felt good, but then these last like 3 weeks, it's just caught up to me and I feel like I could barely move. Like my content, shooting videos, besides with Steph here, which, you know, keeps the ball rolling for me, but without this, I probably would have been a ghost on social media just because the energy, like the motivation, as soon as I get home, I sit on the couch, all the energy is just drained out of me. Every other little bit of energy I have goes to work in terms of like personal training and online coaching, and content always takes a back seat because I'm just like, just can't be fucking bothered. But luckily Steph's been helping me stay consistent because she's just been sending me a bunch of sick pictures, good YouTube videos that I can clip and whatnot. But I'm excited to continue this on into the off season when I'm feeling better, I have more energy, and just, yeah, just keep fucking grinding. So I appreciate all the support so far, guys. Throughout this whole prep, this entire journey, you guys have been amazing, getting a ton of encouragement from you guys. So that really motivates me just to keep going harder and harder and harder. It means a lot. Thank you guys. So we did lats, upper, and then we're gonna switch to delts right after this. Okay, so we're done the back portion of the workout. Now, a little bit of delts. So if you've watched my videos, you know this is my go-to side delt exercise. So Gonna be hitting this for a few sets. Maybe I'll do another one. I'm just gonna play it by ear. I think this will probably be the last exercise because I'm gonna hit delts again on Thursday. I don't really need to overdo this. I'll probably do 3 sets, drops at the last set. That's good for today. Oh. Oh. Damn, it's hard to believe the show's coming up so soon. The last like 4 weeks is always such a grind, and then peak week comes and it's like, oh my God, there's only 3 days, or there's only 5 days, or there's only a week left. You want it to be over so bad, at least I do. I'm like, oh my God, just like counting down the days. And then peak week comes and you're like almost sad that it's gonna be over so soon. It's a really weird, bittersweet feeling because you know you can get on with life and go enjoy things and go do things again, but it's also sad because it's such a big goal and such a big focus for such an extended period of time. That's where 99% of your energy, effort, focus goes, and then it's over and you feel like a lost puppy for a couple weeks or a month or two, and you're like, what do I do with myself now? So it's just kind of crazy to me that 4 more days and it's over. With that being said though, I might compete in Amateur Olympia depending on how Toronto goes, so might be another week or so. If I lose in Toronto, I'll compete Amateur Olympia. So it could go for it could extend for a few more days. Hopefully it won't have to, but worst case, if it does, then I get to prep for another like 3 or 4 days, not too much longer. It's just crazy that this journey's almost over, and then boom, take a couple months off, do an off season, get even fucking bigger, and then rinse and repeat, baby. That's all competing is. So many guys get so excited to compete where they think they're gonna win, and that's good, you're confident, but then they lose and it's like the most crushing thing for them. Bodybuilding is a weird sport because you never know who's gonna show up. You never know how you're gonna be on that day, because the only thing that matters is show day. You could look unbelievable every single day leading up to that and just totally fuck your peak up, look like shit, or not as good as you could, and lose. And so many guys get so crushed over that. But in bodybuilding, I feel like you really need to keep an open mind because you never know who's gonna show up. Anything can happen. The judges might not like you that much on that day, and then you lose, and then your confidence is destroyed. But it's just one of those things where it's like, you just have to keep trying. If I lose this show, I'm gonna go back to the drawing board, keep growing, keep doing my thing, because I know this was a productive off season, and just try again the next year. And if that doesn't work out, I'll try again the year after. That's my approach to bodybuilding. It's never like I'm putting all my marbles on this one show, and if I lose, the end of my life. Like, I can't believe I lost. Obviously, I want to go in and win. I try not to let it affect my mentality too much if I do lose, because that's just bodybuilding, and that's just sports in general. You're never always gonna win everything all the time. And that actually translates to a lot of things in life. If you fucking fail, or if you lose and you just give up, you're a bum. You gotta keep going. One thing that fitness, bodybuilding is so, like, it teaches so many good values is like, you just have to be so persistent. And that's helped me so much in other areas of my life too, when it comes to business, coaching, social media, etc. I'm like too stupid to quit. It sounds fucked up, but it's kind of true. Like, I'll just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going until eventually I'm successful or good at that thing that I want to be good at. There's so many people that just try, they fail, they quit, try the next thing, fail, they quit, and they never really get good at anything. If you want to be successful at anything, you have to be extremely persistent over a long period of time. Obviously, you want to play to your strengths to a certain extent, but if you fail and you just give up, you're a bum, and you're never going to be successful. You have to be able to take these losses, these L's on the chin, get up, keep it fucking moving, try again, improve, try again. Maybe you succeed. If you fail, learn from that failure, implement those changes, try again. Like, you cannot fucking quit. It's the most important thing. Nobody becomes successful at anything when they fucking quit. Just keep going, keep trying to get better. All right, guys, that's a wrap for Peak Week back and delts workout. The next video you're gonna see is gonna be immediately after the show. So my show's October 4th, this Saturday. We're gonna be shooting a video Sunday. So you guys will find out how I did. If you're not, well, I'll probably post on social media already, but the next YouTube video will be covering the post show, my thoughts, how everything went, and then basically what the plan is going into either Vegas, or if not Vegas, then the plan at least post show, whatever that may be. So again, thank you guys for all the support. I genuinely appreciate the hell out of every single one of you who watch these videos. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below what you want to see me cover in future videos. I'll make sure to get to them all. I'll see you guys after the show. Wish me luck. See you guys.